Personally, professionally, academically, UD has been a whole experience, and I'm leaving a whole person.
I've never had my future so crystal clear before me. I've had the most transformative experience in my life.
There's a strong emphasis on research and scholarship. You're in the right place to get where you want to go.
I've had a lot of support along the way, and the opportunities are limitless if you really are committed to making a difference.
We are a magnet for really good people who want to teach here because they're excited about doing research. We've had Fulbrights from Germany, we've had from Copenhagen, from Paris.
The chemistry department has a number of world-class professors. Not the least of these is Professor Emeritus Richard Heck, who has just received the Nobel Prize.
People visit here and they see all the exciting opportunities with the infrastructure we have in place, with the commitment that we have to try to attract the very best students and faculty. They're extremely impressed, and I think we have every opportunity to rise to the very top.
Key people in my field of interest are here. You sit down to read a book, and you're reading the book the guy up the hall wrote, and that was cited by the person down the green.
It's obvious that you're around students who are the smartest in their field.
My classmates, they never cease to impress me, and it inspires me to really work hard to achieve my goals.
I'm excited to learn. I'm excited to continue research, and I think the university is very active in that agenda.
My advisor always says the point of your dissertation is to advance the knowledge in the field, whether it's a brand new device or idea that no one else has had, or you've advanced the knowledge so that people have a better understanding of what's already out there.
They're really paying attention to you in your research. When you come through with an idea, they'll be excited about it, they'll email someone else in the university, and I'll get an email from a dean going, "That's great, why don't you follow up on that, tell me how it goes."
Interdisciplinary work is important because I think the exciting ideas come at the interface.
We try to collaborate with all the departments and have interdisciplinary research. Instead of going head-on with another research lab in our own university, we go and see what kind of work we can do together and see how the two different backgrounds can actually come up with even better ideas and better results.
There's a desire to lead and a desire to be first, and I think that's definitely one thing that attracted me here.
You are free to create the career of your choice. It's an individualized system where you can pick and choose to fit your career goals.
The discovery experience, not only just reading about the material, but actually seeing examples of it in real life. The study abroad, different courses that work in the community, that really engenders interest in research and also leadership skills to become, critical thinkers.
This was an incredible platform to go out and get some practical experience. Doing things that really impact real people was something that really changed me because it gave me a kind of responsibility that I never had before.
The students are never far away from doing what they're learning. They're not talking about it, they're not practicing on each other for 50 hours a week. They're doing it on real people, and they're doing it throughout their entire curriculum.
Students come from different backgrounds, even come from different countries and different cultures.
They're also able to interact with people from China, from Europe, from Africa, from Australians, wherever. It's about the education they get from interacting with people from all over the globe.
East Coast Classic, I think, is very fitting. The university is at a central location in the Mid-Atlantic region. As a result, we are well situated here in Newark to be able to network with, in my discipline specifically, I would think about researchers that work in other cities and other universities.
The conferences, a lot of the seminars are either in Delaware or not too far from Delaware. So I think there's a lot of educational experiences that can be obtained throughout the area.
Being from Texas, I'm used to driving far distances to get to major cities, and here, all the major cities in the Northeast seem just right down the street from me.
just walking through and seeing the sheer beauty of this campus with the architecture and the landscape is really inspiring.
I never lived somewhere that had flowering trees in the spring.
It's really a great university and a great location.
A huge draw for me coming into the program was the fact that you'd have lots of options, lots of doors would open as we decide to leave. That in itself is totally worth the time and effort.
As an individual, I think the course has really helped me utilize my resources, utilize time management to make myself a more valuable asset.
I really have Delaware to thank for giving me the opportunities that it has to grow and to learn and to rediscover that I enjoy research so much.
During your actual study and work, you're working with the leaders in the field. When you're ready to go out into the world, they're familiar with you and your work, and that gives you, an incredible start in terms of your career.
I can't think of a better investment in terms of getting the best education you possibly can. It's priceless.
I think if I go out anywhere in the real world after I graduate, I'm going to be totally prepared.
Too often, the academic world and the real world are sort of separate, and so if you're in an academic environment that's also very connected to the real policy world, you're actually seeing how the academic work you're doing is making an impact on the real world, and I think that's crucial.
We have a project that we work on every year, which is pro bono. In 2009, we worked with Bartram's Garden in Philadelphia. All 10 of us in the program spent 3 months of the summer working full-time so they could take this piece of land and reclaim it as a native Pennsylvania meadow.
Their goal for sustainability and their carbon footprint and all those things have really allowed Delaware to rise above and become an exemplary model for other universities.
Just in terms of the breadth of availability, the number of programs, the detail that you can get into, there's no better place to study renewable energy in this country.
UT has a culture that permeates everything that happens here. Be a good citizen, do the right thing. If we can stand on that foundation of good corporate citizenship, we can really change the world.
Dare to be first, to me, to think outside the box a bit and to really challenge myself and my own beliefs.
Taking your research a little bit further and trying to stretch things so that you're the first person maybe looking at a certain issue.
Dare to be first in my family to attend graduate school and pursue a PhD.
Explore, understand, and bring back the knowledge that you gained through these experiences.
Dare to be one of the first to really go out and embrace the field that I have chosen.
Excel beyond what you even thought you could do at the time.
Striving to try new things, never backing away from it because it's new.
I can do things that I haven't thought to do, that I didn't know were options.
It is left to me to discover my world.